Well, we're looking at the full-time sign-up, and what we're seeing is indeed an elimination of a lot of overtime. There's a few runs that still, here's one, 10 and 45 hours. 9.5, 9 and 10, here's 10.5 hours. Get that out of the way. There's an 11-hour run. Yeah, it seems like there's less overtime than there used to be, but there's still quite a bit of overtime. I mean, that's still paying 11 hours, and that's still paying 11 hours. But, you know, I don't really study the full-time sign-ups because I don't care about them. It's not. But I do peruse them, and it does seem that they've definitely have less. See that? There's 11.5, but there seemed like there were a lot more of these overtime runs. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, that's really the first place to cut. I mean, I don't know what in the idea of the full-time operators gives them the idea that they are entitled to make overtime while there's people that could lose their jobs or service cuts. You know, obviously, the first place they should look is XX expenditures and operating a system, which is overtime costs. You know, they still have a bunch of them. You know, here's 11.5 hours, 11 hours, 11 hours. I mean, they're still there. It's not like they got rid of all the overtime, but it looks like, just from where I'm sitting, it looks like they've decreased the overtime by a significant amount. I mean, you know, there's an 11-hour run, and there's an 11-hour run, there's an 11-hour. These pay 11 hours. So, you know, an 11-hour pay. See, that's calculated on straight time. So, you know, if it pays 11 hours, usually you're working 8 hours, 9, like 10 hours. I can't think off the top of my head. Like, if you work a 10-hour day, actual 10 hours, you get paid an extra hour. So that would be it. So because you get time and a half, so you get an extra hour. So 2 hours of pay and then the extra hour. So these 11-hour runs represent a 10-hour shift. And although there's still quite a bit of it, and I'm just looking at one garage here. I'm still looking at Center Street. I mean, let's go look at another garage. Let's go see what's going on. Let's go to Merlot, for example. Yeah, see, these used to be, it used to be like you had to work overtime. That's one of the big reasons why I didn't go full-time here, was because it was like you were required to work overtime. Now it looks like most of the stuff at Merlot is definitely 8 or 9 hours. And if you can't live on a 8 or 9 hour job at $24 an hour, then I feel sorry for you, when half of the world is making, half of America, that is making substantially less than that, half of that. So I don't see how anybody that works here has any right to complain about anything when it comes to the amount of money that you're getting.